I'm Austin Reed. Welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. So happy you're here. We're going to be live and local until just after 3:30 today, so make sure you stay with us. And the rain is gone for now. It's beautiful out there today, just a little chilly, but it is December. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed On Air. Hey, our first guests joining us live in our Tower District studios today. Give it up for...
I am Bear.
Bear. Amy, and tell everybody your company name.
We own Ultimutt Canine Services, and Lucy, up. She's asleep.
Yeah. She's like, I'm out.
Up. This is Lucy.
Oh, look how big she is.
Baby.
She is so sweet, though. I, just met her about 15 minutes ago when you guys were walking in, and she's awesome. She's 111 pounds, right?
111 pounds right now and expected to get bigger. She's only 11 months old. So
now, she is a full breed.
She is purebred Great Dane. She's being trained and actually done with training as of today for a mobility dog, and will go on to help a gentleman who has significant mobility issues.
Wow. You were telling me as well before the interview, you're happy when dogs move on,
right? But
it's also sad.
It's very heartbreaking. Some of them move on, and you just develop such a relationship,
right?
For example, with Lucy, every day we ride to work, her head sits on top of mine. So
I love it.
You build that kind of relationship, and then they go home, and you kind of pout. But when you see what they can do for who you turn them over to. For example, Lucy will pick this gentleman up off the ground when he falls. We'll support him while walking, and if needed, pull him in and out of chairs and up off toilets.
Wow. It's just incredible to think about that.
It is. It's amazing what you can do with dogs.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. Bear, tell me, when did the business kick off, and why?
Well, there's a lot of factors that went into it. I'm a former firefighter paramedic.
Oh, cool.
And
Thank you for your service.
Wow. Absolutely. It was my pleasure. But I broke my back on the job and needed a service animal myself. And that process is just so convoluted and wrong in the amount that it costs and finding a dog and the amount of time that it takes, that I just thought there could be a better way. My dad was a canine cop, and so I grew up around some training. I took courses on what I didn't know, and started to work for some other organizations and working in training, and just developed this. And then as of 1 year ago, almost exactly, it was October of 2020. Lucy, sit. Down.
There we go.
Girl. As of October of 2020, we decided to launch this company. The name was picked by our staff. The slogan was picked by our staff, which is big or small, we train them all.
I like that.
And, we're just a very tight-knit kind of family-operated business now.
Locally owned, locally operated. Amy, you kind of run the show behind the scenes?
The behind the scenes.
The behind the scenes.
Yes.
And, of course, you guys are married.
Yes.
So, Amy, tell me about this experience thus far.
It's been fun. It's been exhausting. There's been, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into it. But the reward is, I guess the best way to put it is heartwarming. The things that you can see that the dogs can do for their owners as far as service work, or when we take in aggressive dogs and we're able to turn them around so that they can have a life and not, necessarily be put down, or, that kind of thing. So it's a good thing.
It's interesting, too, opening up a business in the middle of a pandemic. What was that like?
It's caused some problems, but at the same time, it's really made us look at inventive ways to get through things. For example, we developed, rather than just the standard board and train or private lesson option, we started to develop online lessons. We started to develop a day train thing, which is where, for those people who can't be separated from their pooches all the time, now we do all of the training we would in our board and trains during the day, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, you and your dog come work one-on-one with a trainer and learn all those commands. And that's a 2-week-long program.
What do some of your clients say?
Well, it depends on which ones you talk to. But so far, knock on wood,
Yeah.
we only have one negative review, and it's from someone we have no idea who they are.
Oh, all right. Well, it sounds like a bot.
We didn't even
Right.
train their dog.
Oh,
Right.
it's so annoying. That maybe there's like another company with a similar name and they got confused. I don't know.
You know, you asked what our clients say. I have been called by people crying. I have been in the middle of people crying, and just the other day there was a nice young lady crying in my office, begging for help with their dogs. They don't know what to do. Turning a dog over, especially for like an autistic child, and watching the life turn around for that is absolutely incredible, and most of our business is word of mouth and repeat customer.
Wow. Yeah, well, that says it all right there. Let's talk a little bit about kind of, you know, when a customer comes in and calls you guys, walk us through how each, you know, situation, how it works.
Okay. First thing we do is we develop we're balanced trainers. We're not all one, cookie cutter design for every dog. We try to figure out a custom training plan for every dog. So the first thing we do is we talk to you about what kind of problems you're experiencing, what kind of issues you're having. Then we develop what we think is our best option between private lessons, a day train, or board and train. Most of our clients are board and train clients. At that point, after they've talked to me and we've developed a training regimen, then they get passed to Amy, and Amy does the intakes in the office and all of the invoicing and things like that. And once that is done, we pick a date, and it's a start date, and they bring their dogs into us. For example, for a board and train, they bring their dogs into us, and they're with us for 2 weeks. And in that time, we teach them the commands off, come, free, sit, place, heel, down, load, door manners, and then we have a list of approximately 8 to 10 advanced commands, and they can select any 2 off of that list as well. And all of that is in 2 weeks.
Wow. So after the 2 weeks, for you guys to see the change, Amy, what is that like?
It's kind of fascinating, really. And then, one of the nice things is every day during that 2 weeks, one of our trainers will type out an email and give them, an update for the owner on exactly what's happening, what they learned that day, pictures and videos, so they're kind of seeing that little bit of progress all along, and then they get the big, gift, we'll say, at the end of this fully trained dog. And it really is. It's fascinating. It's, encouraging, especially when I'm on the phone with somebody who calls in and they're just beside themselves.
Right.
Absolutely beside themselves. It's one of those, my dog just destroyed my home. I don't know what to do. They keep running off. They're, biting my neighbor's kids. I don't know what to happen. And then all of a sudden we go, oh, look, here they are. They're playing with our kids now. And so it's so good.
We often use our children and our animals as decoys,
Yeah.
but we've trained them on how to do that. The other, and you were talking about all the way through, well, the end of it is you come in and we do what's called a turnover, where we spend anywhere from 2 to 4 hours turning your dog over, teaching you all the commands, demonstrating, having you do all the demonstrations. Usually we'll do those in public places like, Home Depots or things like that. Different hardware places, so that we can work the dog with all the distractions.
That's a great idea. I haven't heard that, because usually you think that, trainers just stay in a grassy area. That's great to get them, immersed with the real world.
Right. We try to provide distractions both in and out of the facility so that they learn to follow commands regardless of what's going on. We also offer a lifetime guarantee on our training if it's any of our advanced programs.
Okay.
So for the life of the dog, as long as you're following our program and following what we taught the dog and not trying to change it or add things in, if your dog starts to have a problem healing, give us a call. If we can't fix it in a 1-hour meetup, we'll take your dog back for a couple days, tune it up, and then give it back to you for free of charge.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. So you guys really care.
Yeah, we care and we stand behind what we do.
Do you work with any dog?
We work with any breed dog. We work with any size dog. Yes, we also offer everything from puppy socialization all the way up to full task-based service animals.
Say a dog is 10 years old. Can you train older dogs?
Absolutely. Oldest dog that we have trained was a 13-year-old shepherd. It might take a little longer. You might go through a little bit more work on trying to break old bad habits, but it's very, very doable. It's all repetition and consistency. It's just like having a perpetual 6-year-old in your house.
Right. Yeah, exactly. One of my dogs, he's a Chihuahua. You guys know how Chihuahuas are. They're crazy. And we were at a point where he was literally, he wouldn't even get out of underneath the covers at our house. And he was barking all the time. He was biting people. And we were freaked out. We thought that we were going to have to put him down. He got some training. We gave him some CBD, and that kind of calmed him down, and now he's much better. But hadn't we done that, he would have had to go down. So it is a horrible feeling for anybody that is experiencing something like that. Like, they don't know what to do. They love their dog.
It is. I personally have had to put dogs down in the past that I really regret now, because had I known then what I know now, I could have worked them through it.
Right. Okay, we've got about a minute left. What's the best way for people to connect with you guys and to look at, read more, get more info?
You can look us up online. We have a website, Ultimutt, and it's not Ultimate, Ultimutt K9Services.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook. We're on Instagram. If you fill out one of the reply forms on our webpage, it goes straight to either her or I. And also my telephone number and the telephone number to reach our general sales line is 559-580-2157.
And I would imagine pricing, is it different? Like, it depends on the
Depends on the dog, depends on the program. Obviously for aggressive dogs, it's going to be a little bit higher because we have to kind of shut everything down to work with the dogs. So it's one of those, for the safety of our staff and other animals, everything has to be shut down.
And the last thing to say is we offer significant discounts for veterans, law enforcement, first responders, firefighters, and any COVID medical staff as well.
Awesome. That is great. And the holidays are coming up.
We do sell gift cards.
I was just going to, do you sell gift cards? Yeah. Awesome.
We do sell gift cards. You can buy part or all of training lessons.
Okay. So. And you can buy those online, too, on our website. There's a link there.
That'd be a great gift to give somebody if they're dealing with, am I going to have to put my dog down? Merry Christmas. Here, bring them to Ultimutt K9 Services.
Right.
Guys, thanks for coming in. Really
thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
And, and by the way, you guys are in Oregon as well, in Springfield, right?
Can I plug one more thing?
Of course. Yeah.
We also rescue animals, fully train them, and then adopt them out. And we do have a couple of dogs that are available for adoption right now.
I forgot you. Can people just go to the Instagram to look?
We do have some of their pictures on the Instagram and the website. And if you make an appointment, you can come in and meet them and check them out.
Either bring a dog home for the holidays or fix a dog for the holidays. One or the other. They've got you covered. Guys, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Merry Christmas.
All right. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We're back in a couple of minutes. Standing by live in studio is Andre from Used Cars Fresno. That's next.